In the spirit of reconciliation, Deaf Connect acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. 5 children individually sit in front of a screen, signing as they address the camera. Text, what is your dream job?
I want to be a YouTuber and a marine biologist.
My dream job is to be a teacher so I can teach deaf kids. I can use sign language to teach the kids math and everything else. When I talk to a hearing person, I will text on a phone and show the phone so that they can read and understand. Do you think that deaf people cannot work? That's not true. Deaf people can do everything just like everyone else. I have a dream I can achieve.
A range of deaf and hard of hearing people in their workplaces.
Welcome to the Signs of Success series, where we embark on a journey across Australia, unveiling the stories of deaf and hard of hearing individuals in diverse workplaces. This series showcases how inclusive practices and supportive leadership from their managers empower them to pursue fulfilling careers. At the National Disability Insurance Agency, Ed and Ryan emphasise the importance of valuing authenticity and lived experience as essential elements in building safety and rapport between managers and their colleagues.
An aerial view of Melbourne. Text, signs of success. National Disability Insurance Agency. It speaks to camera within an office.
Hello, my name is Ed Hollicky. I work for the National Disability Insurance Agency and I'm a branch manager in the Office of Accessibility and Inclusion. Prior to coming to NDIA, I'd never really had any adjustments for hearing. All the adjustments had just been for my lack of eyesight. But around about that time I came to the agency, which is in 2017, my hearing had gotten worse to a point where I just started using hearing aids. And I made sure I got an aid that was embedded right inside my ear so nobody could see. So I was still, I guess, in that stage of denial. And it was really, I guess, a bit of a seismic mind shift. When I came to the NDIA, I came with the approach and the attitude that, well, this is a disability agency, they should be able to cater for me, so I may as well just fess up and be open about it.
Hi, my name is Ryan Malonda. I am the Director of Accessible Technology here at the NDIA.
Ed chats with Ryan.
When I first started working for the NDIA, I was very conscious that I was deaf and have experienced issues around communication with colleagues at previous jobs because of this.
Ryan signs to camera.
If I speak in English, often people assume that means I can hear them, so they will automatically speak back to me, which obviously I can't understand. I feared that would happen again, and so I asked for Auslan interpreters and made the conscious decision not to talk in English for the first 4 or 5 weeks here at the agency. I only communicated with Auslan. A month or so later, I started to realise that around the office there were numerous other people with disabilities. I noticed how staff members would mingle and engage and accommodate one another's needs. And I thought, why am I doing this?
Ryan sits in a sunlit office on his computer.
So one day, just out of the blue, I made the decision to start speaking in English. And everyone was shocked. Everyone was saying, wait, hang on, you can speak?
Ryan smiles as he converses with a colleague.
From that day on, I've been able to do just me, and I'm really privileged to be part of a workplace that allows me to be me. My way.
Ed.
Just allow the person to bring out their own nature, their own cheekiness, if that's the case, or their own nuances or their own way of behaving. Make that person feel comfortable. And you can do that without necessarily having to focus on the disability. Even with a lack of understanding around disability, it will allow you to be able to build a relationship where you can then move into asking a few more questions, knowing that that person will be quite comfortable in being able to answer your questions because they'll know it's a safe and trusting environment and that you are coming from a good place as a manager.
Ryan.
I really appreciate that Ed will acknowledge what I'm saying and be meaningful in his approach without being superficial or minimising. Ed actually meaningfully engages with me and clearly outlines what is expected of me. It's just fantastic.
Ed.
I firmly believe that the best outcome that you can have for a person with disability is meaningful employment as a first step. Meaningful employment allows for socialisation and contributing to a company, an organisation and a society more broadly. Don't be afraid of what's on the other side. If you want to progress your career and you want to break down those barriers, put yourself forward.
Ryan.
My manager had been observing my skill set, my ability to educate and support people, and thought I should be in a more formal leadership role, so they encouraged me to apply. I was hesitant at first as I thought it would be difficult managing a team, as it was something I'd never done before. I had concerns about how I would communicate with my team on a day-to-day basis and what might happen in an emergency situation where I needed to communicate this clearly to the team. And thankfully, my manager assured me that I was capable. So a temporary opportunity came up in an acting position. I believe someone had gone away on leave and thought it would be a great opportunity to try out a leadership role. I ended up really enjoying it, and so later when a permanent position became available, I went ahead and applied, and I was successful.
On a sunny day, Ed and Ryan chat on a balcony, the city skyline in the background.
Often it is not that your manager doesn't want to support you and doesn't want to see you succeed. It is more often that they don't know and they don't understand. So have a frank and honest conversation with your manager. Tell them about your experience, how it impacts you, and if it helps, you can even provide them lots of information that's available online too about deaf and hard of hearing employees in the workplace, and just present that case to them and ask them to support you. They're guided by you, of course.
It's absolutely critical that a manager is prepared to take the time to sit down, to listen, to understand and to empathise with the personal story that's being provided to them, but to then follow up that empathy and understanding with genuine actions. And I think if that's the case, and the manager follows through with the actions that they may commit to, then that will continue to build a trusting relationship. I have no doubt that in time, with Ryan's ability, that he'll be doing my job one day. You know, as a manager, it's up to me to nurture that talent, which I will do with Ryan, to ensure that he gets the skills and the opportunity to develop his career if that's what he wants to do.
Credits. Produced by Deaf Connect. Featuring Ed Holicky, Ryan Malonda. Director, Sam Martin. First Assistant, Rebecca Ward. Executive Producer, Rachel Lai. Producers, Rebecca Ward, Rachel Lai, Trina Wilson, Sam Martin. Script Consultants, Sophia Golan, AP Pobjoy, Felicity Blake. Director of Photography, James Gilligan. Camera Operator, Joe Cameron. Sound Recordists, Josh Brennan, Jai Cork. Translations, subtitles and voice talent provided by Deaf Connect. Intro Editor, Adrian Horseman. Colorist, Amadea Hare. Sound Design and Mix, Adrian Horseman. Titles Designer, Michael Repich. Narrator, Amadea Hare. Special thanks to the support of National Disability Insurance Agency who made this episode possible. A special thanks also goes to the families who participated in this series and to all the children who were so willing to share their thoughts and their dreams for the future. The team at Deaf Connect who made this series possible: Vanessa Alford, Karen Armstrong, Ian Harvey Russ, Rachel Lai, Sam Martin, Sarah McNeese, River McQuitty, Brent Phillips and Trina Wilson. Funded by the Australian Government Department of Social Services. Copyright 2024 Deaf Connect. All rights reserved.